A Democratic California congressman is calling for more oversight into how state leaders are handling taxpayer money.
KCRA 3 political director Ashley Zavala joins us now with the effort announced today and how Governor Gavin Newsom is reacting. So what is he saying about this?
Yeah, well, this is coming from Democratic Bay Area Representative Ro Khanna, who said he has heard from constituents all week about waste, fraud, and abuse coming out of Sacramento. In a lengthy post on X, he announced he will be working with Republicans to push for oversight hearings on California's high-risk programs, including what he says involve illegal payments and eligibility errors. He also said he'll work on legislation calling for a full independent audit of California's budget. He's concluded the post by saying, in part, "We must provide an accountable and transparent government. Restoring trust in government is the highest priority." I checked in with Governor Gavin Newsom's office for a response to this. His spokesperson, Izzy Garden, said, in part, "We fully support serious ideas to go even further, but it's unclear how a proposal to reinvent the California State Auditor, a constitutionally independent office that already audits the budget and identifies fraud, would reduce taxpayer waste rather than create it." He went on to say, "We look forward to learning more about this idea and others proposed on Twitter." To zoom out on this and give you the bigger picture here, Representative Khanna recently came out in support of a proposed tax here in California on the state's wealthiest earners. Khanna, who represents some of those earners in Silicon Valley, is facing pushback from some of the richest of the rich in the state, some who have pointed out to him their concerns with the state's handling of taxpayer money, whether it was the inability to track billions spent on homelessness or the fraud that plagued the Employment Development Department. We did ask and try, but Representative Khanna was not available for an interview, but we are working on trying to talk to him within the coming weeks.
Yeah, so when it comes to the wealth tax proposal, what is the governor saying about this?
Right, and there has been some form of this proposal every year for the last few years, and every time it has been a non-starter for the governor. This year, the healthcare union SEIU-UHW is trying to get a one-time 5% tax on the wealthiest on the ballot for this upcoming November in 2026. The governor has already set up a formal campaign to fight that measure. It's clearly an issue dividing Democrats, some who don't want to agitate the artificial intelligence tech executives who are helping the stock market right now, others who think that they should do more to help with the state's soaring healthcare expenses just in light of budget cuts with the Trump administration. A lot to unpack here. I should note this is not on the ballot. It's very in its earliest stages, but it's something that everyone is seeing online right now just based on the algorithms and X and wealthy people really having a big platform to say what they say.
Not appreciating the battle going on Twitter with a little snark in that response.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Ashley, thank you.